Convent, what's up, G? Welcome to my channel. Am I tripping or not, tarot? My name is Cockfrost, but you could call me the Ghetto Nun. So I'm here to do a spiritual message. Hopefully it's quick. We'll get into what the spiritual message is about, but yes, it's a spiritual message. I do cuss in my readings and give no fucks about it, so if you do, please get the fuck on. I do start all of my cards upright in my deck. I don't believe in starting out with reversals because that's some bullshit. Also, I did pre-shuffle, but I did not lay any cards down just yet. We're going to do it together. Please keep in mind this may or may not resonate with your sign nor situation, nor do I give a fuck. Info for private readings will be below the video. Please take the time to check out our community board. It's like the farmer's market for all the nuns and high priests where they have their businesses, purposes, gifts, etc., posted. If you'd like to submit your business for the bulletin board, please check the info in the description box below the video, but it's still currently under construction. If you find that the convent is not for you, please look for the nearest exit mark, get the fuck on, watch ahead on the way out, hit that, you'll be back in turn. Thank you to everyone for all the bookings, donations, likes, subscribes, comments, shares, purchases to my website, and pledges to my Patreon. I love you. So look, y'all, you know how like we do our like meditating, right? People that meditate, you know what I'm talking about, right? So I like to meditate on Jesus's, right, Yeshua's energy. I just like to know about the man, like what was going on with you. You know, if we're supposed to be more like Christ-like people, like I want to know like what was up with you, right? So I wrote my notes down. We're going to get into it, right, of what he told me, and I could share it with you guys. But actually, I don't know why he said to share it with you guys. I don't really do readings in the middle of the week, so some of you guys may be wondering some of these things or whatever, but maybe this will resonate with you, maybe it won't. I don't know. Let's move on. Let's get right. So basically in my meditation, I was just wondering, like, what did you do, like, in regards to like partying, kick it? Because I ask real questions, G. You know what I mean? We could ask all the religious stuff, but I want to know, like, what'd you do, like, for partying and kicking it? Like, because you were still a man, you know? So, like, good times, like, hanging out, chilling, like, what was up with that, right? And he told me that he was invited a lot of places. Like, he was well known. Like, they invited me. So just think of some of you guys who are in the public eye, and like people want to be around you. They like to be in your presence. They heard a lot about you, Convent, okay? I'm going to toggle between you and him. So just follow what I'm saying, okay? He said, yeah, they invited me a lot of places, but I like to go places where I could feel the love, is what he told me. So I'm like, okay, well, what kind of places were that? Because I'm trying to figure out where the homegirl can go, where we can kick it, where everybody, you know, on some cheer shit, right? He loved to go to like celebrations for babies. So when babies were born, like there would be a big celebration, like the family, I guess they had them at home. I guess so. I don't know. Okay. But he's making me feel like they had them at home, and like people would gather for like the births of babies, and like parties or christenings or what. It's something about a celebration for children and babies. Those were his favorite. Because it was real love. It was about real love. He could feel the love the people had for the kid, and he liked to be a part of those things. So you guys may enjoy it. You guys could be teachers, you know what I mean, work in elementary schools, or you could be counselors. I mean, have children of your own, and you know how they just light up your life, light up your world when you see them smile and happy, like nothing else matters. That's how he's making me feel, like he enjoyed chilling in places like that. But you know what I was talking about, Convent. I'm like, nah, man, I want to know, like, how you got down. You know what I mean? Like, the babies is cool, right? But I want to know how you got down. And he said, yes, the places that I did get invited to, I would go sometimes only to find that they wanted me to just do miracles. Like, you know, this like somebody inviting you over and you think they really like you and shit. And they like, rap for me, boy. Sing for me, girl. Dance for me, girl. Right? This type of shit. You ever have people like invite you over and they know like you would, like it's something you can do, and they act like they want to be your friend and kick it with you and shit. And then they start asking you to perform and all this other shit. He said a lot of that would start happening. Like, okay, swear you told me to come kick it and eat. Now y'all got me rubbing on this blind man eyes. Like, I'll do it, you know? He make me feel like I'll do it, but y'all cold. You know what I mean? You could have just asked me to just heal the man. You didn't have to act like you wanted me to kick it. You ain't got to lie to kick it, okay? It's basically how he made me feel, G. He also said that boozers wanted him to turn water into wine, because the rumor had went around how he went to the wedding or whatever, and how the wedding guests, you know how they had ran out of wine and he turned the water into wine. Well, that rumor spread like wildfire, G. So people that had addictions and stuff like that, you know, so you the bud man. If we're gonna put it in 2023, you the bud man, you own a bar. It's something that you have, Convent. It's like they always want you to hook the shit up. Do my hair for free, do my nails for free. Let me hold something, let me, you know, this type of shit. Like, damn, you know, like he was the plug, G. So he was like, that's why I didn't really like to hang around a lot of places, because, or with a lot of people, you know what I mean? Because there was always some agenda, you know, they never really wanted to get to know him. And when he did like get to sit and talk to people that did invite him places and they did want to like act like they wanted to chop it up with him, he says they would always challenge him, challenge the word. Like it would always end up in the debate. Like they didn't really come to hear what he had to say. They came to argue with him. And I know y'all know what that feels like, G. You know, it's like you don't even want to understand my point. You just want to debate and go, but like you're not listening to what I'm saying. You just want to like go against everything I'm saying and then make a mockery of it and shit. Is basically what he was saying too. So I'm like, well, dang, did you get to kick it? Or like, you know? So you guys may find yourself like, you may find yourself in these situations where you feel like this is how people are treating you when you just want to, I don't know if you necessarily want to be included, because I asked him did he go out and kick it? And he said, I got invited to a lot of places. So not that I was looking. I got invited to a lot of places, but I know it was because of who I was. But then when I got there, that's really all they wanted. So it made me feel like a lot of people tried to use them for stuff. Convent, okay? I'm sure y'all know what the fuck that feel like, okay? This the one that got me, G. This the one who got me, though. That got me. He said women who offered him sex that other men paid top money for. So he would get invited to places because I guess they knew he was celibate, or you know what I mean, didn't get down like that, and they would have like beautiful women there, like to kind of seduce him or whatever. This is just what he told me intuitively, okay? All intuitively is what I have. That's why my chicken scratch is so scratchy, okay? Because I had to write fast, okay? But we know those type of women exist back then because we know about Mary Magdalene, right? So it's not far-fetched, okay? And it seems like they be trying to trap him up like, oh, you talking about you the son of God, put some, you know what I mean? Put some superhead in front of him, no pun intended, you know what I mean? And let's see what he does. But then he told me, he said women always felt foolish when he denied them. So he always turned them down, but I guess it was always, you know, one that always said, I can do it, or I can get him, or I can do, you know, there was always some woman or whatever that thought that she could pull him, and he denied them every time. He said they felt and looked foolish when he denied them. He said he already had felt a woman in the spirit, his woman in the spirit, not his woman, but I'm assuming he's talking about Mary Magdalene. He already felt her in the spirit. She was revealed by the ancestors, and that she would carry out his work in the future and go to towns, and they love to hear her speak about him and the divine. I don't know if he knew necessarily that, I don't know. I can't say for sure because, you know, it's him. So, you know, I don't want to put too much on it. But the way I interpreted that was he may have looked at her as a disciple, whoever this woman is at the time, that he didn't know who it was at the time, but he just felt her and saw her in the spirit. I felt like he thought, and technically I guess she did end up being one, but I felt like he thought it in that way. Like, I don't know if he knew like he would be crucified at this time that I'm telling y'all about when he saw her. I don't know if he knew he'd be crucified at that time and she'd be carrying out his work because he'd no longer be here to do it, or did he just think that it was gonna be a woman in the crew, you know what I mean, to help carry out the work. I'm not sure about that part, but that's what he said. So he already knew to deny the other women because there was another woman coming to him that was going to carry out his work or be with him in order to accomplish his work, okay? So he already knew who his divine feminine was, even though he didn't know. So this had to be before she came then. Okay. He said a lot of people that were lost and confused came to him, telling them like their stories, of like anguish and like all the things going on with them or whatever, and he would point out like what certain things they needed to change in their life, what they needed to leave behind, like stressful connections, that they needed to release the past and choose the future, that was a form of rebuking the devil. Like, keep moving forward. Like, the devil wants you to stay stuck in the past. Keep moving forward, keep your eyes on God, right? He said that a lot of people were sad when he would tell them that because he knew that their things were like at stake. So like their houses, family, friends, like the things he was telling them to separate from, those are the things that they were attached to, but they were also the things that were like causing them all this pain. So he said they felt defeated by God when he would tell them those things, but he was actually trying to save them from confusion, lies, envy, treachery, and even death. He put in quotations or parentheses, sin is what he's saying. So a lot of people wanted to be free from sin, but not free from what was causing the sin to be upon them. You know what I mean? So it was like they were kind of resistant, and we can all be like that sometimes, you know? So when people say, some of us say like, man, I want to do this and be that, right? Simple explanation would be, man, I want to make more money, save money and shit. It's like, well, I mean, downsize, stop ordering out all that food, stop going out, and save your money. It's like, well, my friends, and I can't really cook. It's like all this shit is what he was saying. It's like, well, how bad do you really want to be free? It's like people already felt defeated before they even like tried it. You know what I mean? Like tried to move forward. They already felt defeated by the fact that they would have to separate from some things, which is why he told that man when his daddy died and he wanted to join him, he was like, the man was like, yeah, I gotta go to my daddy's funeral. And he told him, let the dead bury the dead. AKA what he told me, that he was telling people to release the past and choose the future, focus on God. It's a form of rebuking the devil, but it's a very hard thing to do. So he didn't deny that. Not that, because shoot, it's releasing things. You know what I mean? It's like, shoot, I didn't realize that's even what it was that was plaguing me like that. So he was able to, it's like, see the illness, or I guess it would be spirits and demons on people, but he didn't really make me feel like that. It's like like anguish, or like like anguish, anxiety, like wailing, mourning on people, like things that just kept people in a mundane thing day to day, like they were like, why do I feel so lost and all that? And he would tell them, like, stop doing this, stop working there, stop being with that person, stop drinking, stop, right? And they like, I can't do that. I can't. And we've all met people like that, and we've been like that sometimes. So I thought that was very interesting that he told me that, because that's been going. They said ain't nothing new under the sun, G. Okay? That's why I was like, yeah, the Convent gonna understand. The last thing he told me, I'm gonna pull a couple cards just to confirm this message too, but the last thing he told me, he said, the one thing that the devil can never have power over is the spirit of truth, because he is a liar. So if you hold the spirit of truth, Convent, meaning you know who you are deep down, you know what's going on and all that other shit, can't nobody stand up against that, G. I don't give a fuck if they stand up in your face and call you all these names, do all this other shit, and you know who you are, what's real, what you about, and all that shit. The devil can't never take, he's a liar. Like, that is his power, is to lie. Steal, kill, destroy, right? Scratch a liar, find a thief, right? There goes the steal, right? So how could he ever have control over the power of truth, the spirit of truth, excuse me, if he is a liar, G? Okay, that goes for anybody that's just a fucking liar, okay? They'll never have power over anyone who's the truth, who speaks the truth, who is the truth, which I feel like they're saying is you. So I don't know what y'all going through. I don't know how that message resonates, why he told me to share it with y'all, because I don't do readings on him, and I don't do readings on his mama, okay? So these cards I'm about to pull are not on him or any of that. I'm just going to see why they wanted me to relay this message to you and what you need to get out of that for those that resonate with the message. Okay? And then I'm gonna go flat iron my hair. Shit. Moving on. Clarify, I guess, well, shoot, give the Convent some messages. Don't clarify, because then I'll be doing the reading on what you said. Yeah, so I guess give me some messages for the Convent in regards to the message that you told me to give them. Yeah, some of y'all are sick and tired of something. And he's been telling you what can relieve that. What you need to do to relieve that, but it's very hard to do. I feel like he's telling me you're not being punished or condemned for like wanting to hold on to something. You be more punished than condemned for still holding on to it. It's not the want, it's the action. You know what I mean? Like, if that makes sense. Clarify this here for the Convent, or give me some messages or whatever. I don't know. I'm totally out here on the limb here. Hosing down, cleaning up, washing things away, washing sins away, washing your sins away. This came out vertical, so your sins are currently being washed away, Convent. So a lot of y'all did it. So basically, if I were gonna use the whole lesson we just had, you basically invited him to a party, right? And you like, nah, I really want to know what you gotta say. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I need help, G. Okay. So whatever you tell me to leave, whatever you tell me to do, I'm going to do it, is the energy. So a lot of y'all are in that energy, G. So this could be where some of you guys are singled out. You're one of the few, you know what I mean, that did it or that are doing it. When Jesus washed my sins away. You see that hose in the back? Oh, happy day. They started singing. Okay. The cleanup crew. Give me another one here. I told you, man. I told you. Some about packing up. Now, you don't necessarily have to pack up and leave, of course, but I feel like these are things, what does he say? When I was a child, I thought as a child, but when I grew up, or whatever the Bible says, I put away childish things, or whatever the Bible verse says. That's what this is, y'all. To me, it seemed like, shoot, y'all, I mean, shoot, the sheep know the voice of the shepherd. This is a really good school. Yeah, the sheep know the voice of the shepherd, G. This like putting old things, old ways of thinking, excuse me, people, places, and things that are not aligned with God himself behind you. You're doing it. That's what's washing away your sins, is by putting away these things, G. Wow, Convent. Men and women. You got pretty pink and baby blue right there, okay? That's what's up. One more. Yeah, bonding. Father and son. Hello. We know who the father is. We know who the son is. Okay? You can't even get to the father but through the son, G. So you have to bond with the son in order to get to the father, is what they're saying. And that is what it says. No one gets through the father but through me. Is what this is. So this would be him, if we're going to talk about sweet dear baby Jesus. Okay? Oh, wow. Yeah, this is your sins being washed away because you decided to pack up and roll with the Father and the Son, G. That's what this says, Convent. Damn. Or y'all just need to know that's how this stuff gets washed away, when you decide to pack up all those things that we need to put away, right? Whatever it is. It's a lot of things, but I feel like there's certain things that we know for sure. People for sure is what it's making me feel like, because that's what he was talking about when I was asking about kicking it and hanging out and all that. It's like, you know what I mean? Like people, like your social life, you know, like love and you know, friends and hanging out and laughing, like the shit that we're used to doing until we kind of reformed and got into this spiritual journey is kind of different now. Yeah, it's like it doesn't mean that you won't have those things, but you still will have to go through the Son to get to the Father to even find your soul tribe, your divine counterpart. Yo, it's like everything is in this bag. Everything is tied to that, is what this is. So somebody, it's almost like them saying, when they would ask them, like, I don't know, I just suffer from headaches. Let's say someone told them that. I suffer from headaches all the time. It's like, you know, I live with my family, and he knows how the family, he could feel it. Like, I could feel how your family get down. You need to separate from your family. You know, pack up all your stuff and roll out, basically. It's like, that'll clear it up. I feel like that's how he healed a lot of people, too. By, like, identifying, like, you know, listening. I feel like he was a listener. You know what I mean? Like, tell me about yourself. And once he got the gist of it, like, oh, okay, I know exactly what's wrong with you. Like, it's this type of energy. The more you guys put away certain things, or I should say, right? Because I'm in the boat with you, right? The more we put away things that don't, like, it's like summer clothes, winter clothes. Like, it's not the season for them anymore. The closer you get to the Son and the Father, G, it's like that's kind of all that attracts you, you know? For those that are resonating with this message, for some of y'all, it's just God himself. You know what I mean? Is what this is, but it's telling me the Son, okay? It's telling me the Son and the Father. So I don't know how all y'all get down, but this is what I subscribe to, and I believe it. Okay, wholeheartedly, G. The man just sat here and told me about all this. Look, man just sat here and told me and said, write it down, man. Okay? I went through the same thing, basically, that y'all go through. So y'all are like a exclusive bunch. You guys are a rare group of people. You're a rare person watching. Whatever energy you carry, talent, something special about you that only you can do, or some energy that only you hold. People notice this, right? So it must be a lot of people wanting to be around you, okay, or connect with you or some shit like that, but it's not genuine. Convent. And the way that you know is that if it's genuine is that these same people, right, that claim to be genuine, they also would have had to gone through the Son to get to the Father to get to you, G. Okay? He told me too, I would leave. He told me I would leave, dude, when they start asking me to do miracles and all that other stuff. Like, I would just dip out. Not that he would even say anything, but he would just dip out. Like, they see him and then he just be gone. Like, poof, be gone like magic. Just dipped out. And I'm like, yeah, that sound like us. You know, when we show up somewhere and can tell, you can feel the vibe, like, yeah, I ain't gonna be here long. I can already tell how they get down. It's how he made me feel, G. Y'all already connected like that. I'm telling you, y'all already in this Christ consciousness energy, or else this wouldn't be coming out and he wouldn't have told me to share it with you. For sure. Because I don't tell y'all everything he tell me, okay? So this must be for, yeah, they keep saying the exclusive. Whatever that means, you better go on with your bad self-exclusive group. Put something on washing sins away here now. Death. I mean, hello. What do they say? That's what it's either, I can't remember. It's either the death controls sin or sin controls death. I can't remember which one is which. But it's almost like once you're born again is what they're saying. Because we always talk about the resurrection energy here. So this would be crucifixion, but your sins washed away. So therefore you would be resurrected. It's almost like resurrecting energy because you put all these childish things and old things behind you. And I mean, you sought out the Son in order to find the Father. This Son could be another prophet is what they're telling me to tell y'all, because I do remember them telling me before that God placed y'all in different places, different religions, to learn about different prophets, because he did not just send the Messiah. He tells me that all the time. I send a lot of prophets because people, you know, we came from different continents, countries, and all that stuff where religion and all that is different. But the prophets are true. You still would have to go through the prophet to get to the Father. Period, point blank. So I don't know who everybody subscribes to. I'm just telling you the one that I do. The Son, okay? That's what this is. The one who died, G. Look at that. Okay? I'm just saying. This would be you putting an end to all those things that I said. This is the man going to the funeral to go bury his daddy when Jesus told him, let the dead bury the dead, G. You know what I mean? It's like, come with us. You can roll with us. And the dude still went to go bury his dad. That's why he was telling me before, like, he understands why people get sad and want to hold on to things. He wept over Lazarus, G, and he could raise Lazarus. That's the part that get me. He wept over Lazarus knowing he could still raise Lazarus from the dead. You know what I mean? And we don't even have that power to raise people from the dead. So he understands when you get sad and want to hold on to certain things in the way that things used to be when they're no longer here, because you don't even have the power he has. Through the Father, mind your business, okay? I'm just saying, Doug. I'm just saying, yeah, ancestors in the house, 10 of Pentacles. Ooh, divine feminine. Ooh, girls and boys. Look, oh my goodness, G. Okay? Divine feminine, divine masculine in the motherfucking house, G. Okay? I'm talking to y'all. They said exclusive, okay? That's what's up. They don't have me just put messages out for no couple people, G. You know what I mean? It's collective. So I knew, like, oh shit, they must be like, you know what I mean? Like, mount up or something. I don't know. What is that? Regulate? I hate that song. I ain't never liked that song, Regulators, but that's what they're playing. Nate Dogg and Warren G had to regulate. So I don't know what God and the teacher are doing, but that's what I heard. Nate Dogg and Warren G had to regulate, G. Okay? So they must be coming in to regulate something for you. They must be. This could be people trying to figure out how to get up under your skin. Convent. You know how he was telling me how he would go places and they want him to do miracles, but you know, they could have just wanted him to like spaz out, like, I ain't here to, you know what I mean? Dance around for you motherfuckers. Like, I don't know if they wanted him to get all irate, you know, because he done kicked over a table at the church already. We know he had a little temper on him and cursed fig trees. So I don't know if they wanted him to get all out of pocket or whatever, right? Or say something crazy or have sex with a woman that other men, that all types of stuff. It's like they were trying to get under his skin. He's making me feel like, and I feel the same way, only thing would be that would get under his skin would be to blaspheme his father. But then you wouldn't get under his skin at that point because his father would take over at that point. So this could be somebody blaspheming your spirituality, Jesus himself, whatever prophet, Muhammad, Buddha, I don't know. Somebody has been talking smack about your teacher. Right? And the Father is what this is. I don't know if they just don't believe in God or whatever, and that's fine. They don't have to, but they need to keep his name out of their mouth if they don't believe in it, because Nate Dogg and Warren G came to regulate is what I had heard. Okay? People already know they can't, some people need to keep your name out their mouth. What they think of, what they need to keep, what? So now you're going to put a prophet name in your mouth and denounce them and all that too? That's these people, G. That's what they were inviting him over to do, though. Basically, they may not have thought that's what they were doing, but that's basically what they were doing, to mock a prophet, right? When he said that they want him to do miracles or use a prophet, turn booze into wine, abuse his gifts and all this other shit, challenge all of that, G. I'm telling you. I feel like Nate, it wasn't no Warren G then because he was still alive, but I feel like Nate Dogg came to regulate, a.k.a. God, during that time. Okay? Wow. Yeah, therefore there would be no fight. That's why I said there's no need for him to get up. So people may be trying to figure out what would get you upset. It's probably talking about your spirituality, your spiritual practices. But because you subscribe to the Father and the Son, I feel like once they do that, it's out of your hands. So they can say whatever they want about the Father and the Son, right? About your belief in the Father and the Son, or the Father, whatever prophet, like I said, whoever resonates, right? They can say whatever they want, but they need to know once they say that shit out of your hands, G. Okay, that's the Father. Okay, it's not like them saying fuck your mama, you know what I mean, and you know what I mean, fuck your daddy, and fuck. It ain't saying that shit where it's like, oh, okay, you talking shit. No, they said something about the Father or the Son or whatever prophet. I don't really feel like you could speak bad on Abraham or none of them, to be honest with you. Moses, none of them, to be honest with you, and whatever other prophets out there that he sees fit to hold that kind of like that type of title. G, it could be your ass. From what I'm picking up for some of y'all. Some of y'all hold that title as well. Yeah, so it's like you don't need to do anything. Once they speak on your name, that's blasphemy, G. I keep picking that up. Some of y'all are hanging around blasphemers, people that don't even believe in you, Convent. Okay? They believe in what you can do for them. As soon as you're not able to do those things and all that stuff, or you refuse to, because I feel like he could have done them when he did do them, right? Or when he didn't, he refused to. It's like you probably couldn't do it no way. That's why you ain't the real son of God, no way. That's why you're not really, that's this type of shit that y'all probably be hearing too. You know, when you tell people no and shit. Okay? You saw that 9 of Wands reverse. I ain't about to fight you over that shit. I know what the fuck I can do and what I'm capable of. You know what I mean? I just don't want to heal your blind ass, right? If we're going to talk about him, right? If we're going to talk about you, it's like I just don't want to be on this low vibing shit, or I know what you're trying to do. That's why he said that last part, the only thing the devil can never have power over is the spirit of truth, which is your knowing. You know what I mean? That deep knowing that you have, because he is a liar. So the people that would invite you over like, yeah, come through, come kick it, we love you. You can feel it, G. You can feel it like something ain't genuine about it. Yeah, because the devil cannot have control over the spirit of truth. You can feel the spirit of truth. These people don't fuck with me. Yeah, you're right, even though they smiling all in your face. The devil is a liar, G. Okay, don't forget that shit, Convent. You ain't wrong. I don't know what you've been questioning yourself about or wondering about, or who, or people, or something like that. It feels like social settings and things like that. Like, where do I belong? What's my, you know what I mean? Where's my niche? Where's my people and shit? I feel like, I mean, look at how they treat me, G. Any of the things I named and shit up in that shit that he told me, I feel like them ain't it. Them boozers wanting him to turn water into wine could also just be, like I said, people using you, want you to do all the work. You the smart one. You the fastest one. You the this one. You know what I mean? So you do it. You know how to cook, so you make Thanksgiving dinner. It's like this type of shit. It's like, you know, they're proving you to be this exclusive being that I'm referring to, but they're abusing it, G. He didn't allow people to abuse him, is what I'm picking up on. Give me another one here. Magician came out reverse. Yeah, you ain't gonna manipulate me, boy, is what he has said. Okay? I'm telling you. That's another thing too. We see, you know how you guys put all that shit behind, right? This low vibing ass shit that we all have done. Lie, cheat, steal, kill, destroy. We've all been in some devil energy, right? Whatever category you fall into, right? But because your sins are being washed away, right? You're no longer in fear of death. That's kind of what this is making me feel like. You don't have any fear of, and not necessarily dying, but it could be losing things, transformation, shit come, shit go. Could be how you look at it. You know what I mean? So it's like, I done been there, done that. You got guns, we got straps, right? Moving on. This is why people can't get one over on you. It's like, shit, I was the same way. I am a sinner and was a sinner, and I'm trying not to sit down and put away those sinnish ways. It's like, so you can't get one over on me. That part of me has died already, okay? And that's not him speaking, because we know he wasn't a part of sin. This is us that he's speaking of, okay? And the Father. How you gonna manipulate God and the Son, G? What? How you gonna do that? Now, why you wanna go and do that, love, huh? Yeah, basically, Q-tip, somebody need to clean their ears out. And not like, well, maybe for real, but I feel like somebody need to listen, Linda. Is what he's saying. We all do, I'm sure. It's some things, I feel like, Convent, this suitcase could be halfway packed for some of us, quarter of it packed, fully packed for some of us, meaning we know it's some other things we need to like stop doing, stop participating in, and all that other shit, right? It's like, I mean, I feel like you're gonna get there though. I feel like you're going to get there. You're already bonding with the Son, G. That's what this is. Or you're bonding with the Father. That's why I said, I don't know. I feel like it's different for different people. I really do. Even though the Bible says no one can get through the Father but to the Father but through me, right? I don't know how Yeshua presents himself to you. So he could say, but through me, and he's ascended in so many ways. How do I know who the me is in regards to you, if that makes any sense? You know what I mean? He could come into you in many forms, so I can't really say that it would come in Christianity or and all this other stuff. That's why I tread lightly on that, because he's made it very clear that he's put us all in different places in order for the word to spread out, to spread out to many people. We can't all be in the same place talking about the same thing. You know what I mean? So that's why he put us in different places, different experiences in order to reach different masses, different groups of people and shit, okay? So I don't know what son he used, G. For me, I know what son he used. For a lot of us, it's the same son. But for others, it may not be the same son. But I know we all got the same father, G. That I do know, okay? People are, remember when he was telling me, he said, people who would come to him lost and confused and plagued with anguish and stuff. How come stuff wasn't manifesting? How come shit ain't happening around here? You know what I mean? And he told them why. Death card with the magician reverse. It's not manifesting because you haven't put away those childish things. That childish man, childish woman, them parents, your head up in the clouds. You see them clouds? Your head up in the cloud. Whatever it is he told them. Like, that's why you can't do it. A lot of y'all just accepted the fact that, like, okay, well, this is what it is. This making me feel like y'all accepted it more so than the people he's telling me about. You guys would be the people, like I said, you invited them over, like, nah, I really want to know. It's almost like, yeah, don't sugarcoat nothing, he said. Yeah, y'all are the type of people that don't like anything sugarcoated. Give it to me straight, Doc. Tell me what it is. You know what I mean? And it may not be as bad as you think it is. Like he said, you know, it may be spoiling your son. You know, somebody could have been like, teacher, I don't know what's going on with my kid. You know what I mean? I try to give him the world and everything. I do everything for him. And it's like, he just doesn't listen. He's like, stop spoiling your kid. And the parent's like, well, I mean, that's my kid, teacher. I can't just not, you know, and he trying to tell him, like, I mean, spare the rod, spoil the child. You know, but you love them. So it's like this type of energy. I feel like there's some people, Convent, around you that are, you may see that are longing for change, asking for change, certain things. Or they may be watching you. They may be watching you, and these things are happening for you and to you. And as far as you're manifesting things, right? This is upright for you. And I feel like it's reversed for other people, and people are trying to figure out how the fuck you're doing something. Yeah, but they won't be able to, because they have to go through the Son to get to the Father to get to you anyway, because the Father is what's blessing you. And you wouldn't have got blessed by the Father had you not gone through the Son. Hello? Okay? People getting rerouted here. Okay, so somebody who's thinking that you're going to do everything for them, perform the miracles, heal the blind, turn the water into wine, the woman, the man can come and rub all up on you, and they can challenge you and all that, they still get redirected back to the Son, G. Yeah, that's why they say Q-tip. Well, that's for your ears, but they're making me feel like ears and eyes. Like, open them, like, listen. You know what I mean? Like, you're headed the wrong way, or not you, Convent, but so, it could be you, I don't know. Figure out where you resonate, but I feel like y'all on the good side of this here. This says you can't be manipulated here. I can't be bamboozled and hoodwinked. You can't land on my Plymouth Rock. I will land on yours, is what this says here. You ended up washing away your sins, and it ain't no joke, and it ain't no trick. You really are this new, healed, clean person. This is like, nah, I ain't fooling y'all. I really did put away that childish shit. I really am celibate, says some of y'all. I really stopped drinking, smoking, fucking, lying, stealing, gambling, cheating. I really stopped doing that shit. People don't believe you, G, but that's okay. That's okay. They're gonna be rerouted back to the Son, right? Which may be the Son, may be them needing to see you. You know what I mean? As far as it's gonna be thrown in their face, shown in their face, the light and the glow that you have. No, you really did do all those things. You really are a changed person. Gee, this shit dope. Put one on the Father and the Son here. Exactly, G. They did say that my teacher was a what? A Pisces, didn't they? If we're going to talk about the zodiac wheel. I'm just saying, that's who I'm talking about. But again, I know it's a lot of us in here, so I try not to step on nobody's toes, but y'all got to know who I subscribe to, because that's my job. I don't know what he tells everybody else to talk about, but my job is to tell you about Yeshua, right? Jesus, the one that teaches me things, Okay, so that's why I'm talking about him here with y'all. Okay, I know the devil hated, but suck my dick, right? Sorry, I'm not supposed to say that in the middle, but I mean that's how I feel. But look at that. Okay, look at that. Oh boy, you see that, boy? You see that Hierophant? For those that know, that's the God card. What you talking about? Okay. Convent, people don't stand a chance up against you. For y'all that are in this energy, have already bonded. You could be bonding with the Son, trying to get closer to the Father right now. For some of y'all that are at the beginning of your journey, some of you guys bond with them both, the Son and the Father. I mean, because yes, they have ascended, but it clearly says that he sits on the side of the Father. So there are two. That's why I said you really can meditate on his energy if you are intuitive. Yes, you can. That's probably what Yeshua means. Yes, you can. Yeah, you really can. That's why he came here as a man, probably so we would be able to relate to him more. So, I mean, you using your spiritual abilities to relate to the man that he was, it really shouldn't be that hard for those that call themselves intuitives and really tapped in. But that's for another day here. But again, yeah, some of y'all could be bonding with the Father and the Son. Some of you guys could just be bonding with the Father. Maybe the Son led you straight to the Father, and that's how you bond, period. That's why I said I can't really say that y'all still subscribe to the same prophet that I do. I just like to learn about him and hear from him, and you know what I mean, for him to just put me up on game, me personally. But God, I mean, shoot, there he is right there. Okay. He loves to bond with his children, is what they said. God loves to bond with his children. So I feel like in that case, this is you, Convent watching, for sure. That's why I said he put us different places. Maybe y'all grew up somewhere where they only taught you about God. You could have grown up in a family where you didn't learn about religion at all. There was no Jesus, no Buddha, nothing. But you know about God, and that's all they need to know. That's all they need to know. And some of y'all were able to bond like that. So I'm not trying to come down on anybody on what tool was used for them to get closer to God, because the main objective is the Father himself. So yay to all of y'all that are doing whatever it is you're doing to get closer to him, G. That's what's up. They can't manipulate your feelings or your love for him. Your love for God, your love for the Son. You can't be manipulated in regards to what he tells you, what you know about him, your love for him, or nothing, G. And that's what makes you so strong. That's why these people can't tear. You cannot break down what can't be broken. Yeah, out of all the rainbows, is that what he said? I was chosen. Okay? That's why I said if they want to break you down, they got to break down the Son and the Father, G. Okay? Because the Father made you. And you had to go through the Son to get to the Father. So whoever trying to break you down, guess how the steps they have to take to break you down. They have to go through a chain of command, G, to break you down. There's the Son. They got to start here first. So this them going to the Son, asking, can I break down the convent? Can I destroy your convent? He like, if you don't get your simple, no, I don't even know why he came over and messing with these people, is what this is? No, that doesn't even work here. That's what this says, G. Okay? So I feel like a lot of y'all are coming up in the energy as far as the lesson goes with the beginning of the reading, right? I feel like y'all are coming up in the Christ energy, right? Not calling you Christ, Jesus, none of that, right? But I feel like you would be coming up in the energy as far as when I'm asking you, Convent, so what do you do for fun, Convent? Like, where do you go? Where do you kick it? Like, you know, your life is so new and all this other stuff. You're so high vibing, Convent. Where do you kick it? Like, where do you go? This would be me asking you. And you would tell me, man, I like to go where places where I can feel the love. So, you know what I mean? Usually shit where babies is involved, it's usually nothing but love there and it's pure. Okay, is what y'all would say. Or something for your own children is the first thing they said you would say to me if I were to ask you. And then I would be like, okay, that's great. Right? Okay, great. But I mean, like, as far as, like, you know, your grown thing, what you do, you would end up telling me, well, shit, when I do kick it with people, they always asking me to do shit, buy shit, want to rush me into sex. That's what he was telling me. You know what I mean? Or we start arguing and shit, right? Challenge the word, trying to debate them and all that other stuff. It's like where they ask me for advice, like he told me, right? Meaning you. They ask you for advice, right? A lot of people come to you asking you for advice and shit because you're an expert at something. I don't know. You a beast at something. And then when you tell them they want to deny the shit and be like, oh, no, you wrong. You know, it's the same shit. If I were to ask you what it is you do and who you kick it with and why you don't hang out, he's telling me y'all would say the same thing, G. Hold on, let me turn. Oh, shit, I can't. Dang, I'm using this device. I don't want to walk. Hold on, let me stop being lazy. Hold on, Convent. I got to turn on the light. I can't see. You probably can, but I can't. All right. Yes. Okay. Convent. That's what's up. Let me go one more round and I'm done with this reading. I kind of like it. Well, not even kind of. I love it, actually. I love this reading. I don't know. Look, I don't know if it's witchy poo shit going on, right? But that shit don't even work on you. I want to find that verse where they told me, where it was talking about, he was saying like how his God's children will be put in the fire, they won't get burned, they'll be bit by snakes but they won't be poisoned, they'll, you know, all these things will happen to them, but nothing, all these things will be like all the weapons will be formed but they won't prosper. But there was a specific verse where they talked about that, and I'm picking up on that very heavy for you right now. Let's see if I can find it. If not, then I'm gonna just keep on moving, because you know I don't like to keep y'all held up. Yeah, no, it's definitely in the New Testament. It could have been up in, I don't know, y'all, because I read it every day, okay? But I do know that's in there for sure. Somebody be done found it and put it in there for me. But this is y'all. It's like a lot of people are going to try to do something against you, possibly deactivate your flesh, kill your manifestations, whatever you've been trying to create. This is moving, packing up, starting a new life. It's happened to all of his children where people tried to become an obstacle for what his will for them, and none of them were successful at it. But that's because you've already bonded with the Father. Whether you bonded with the Father through the Son, which I feel like the majority of you have, whatever that Son is, G, okay? Or it's just you bonding with the Father, your love for the Son and the Father, G. They can't take that shit away from you. And he is the creator of all things, the creator of all things. So whatever this is trying to take away some creation of yours, and your Father is the creator of all things, how is that possible? He can take away the person that's trying to take away the creation, G. He like, I created you. What are you talking about? You still got to go through the Son, through the Father? Like, even if, let's just use it metaphorically speaking, if they say you have to go, let's take it a whole nother way, right? My theory, right? This is not actual fact. But let's just say in the Bible when they say you have to go through the Son to get through the Father. Let's just say that they were talking about your eyes have to be open. The sun. You have to go through the sun. You know what I mean? Get burned by the sun, scorched by the sun. Everything in order for your eyes to, right? We saw Matrix, what was the one before Resurrection? It was Revolution. When his eyes got burned, he had to go through the sun to get to the Father, okay? So for some of y'all is that. Some of y'all, your eyes had to be open to even realize God is real, G, is what this is too. Okay, and once you realize that, gang fucking over and shit. So anybody trying to make you doubt yourself, or that you can't do nothing, or that you're this and you're that, once you felt God, loved God, he loved you back and showed you all of that, there's nothing that could ever come between you and him. Nothing. Even if he took everything from you, sons and daughters of Job, okay? There's nothing that can break you and him up, ever. Okay, so these people gonna die trying, okay? They ain't even gonna get rich. They just gonna die trying, G. Let's move on. Put one on this death card, washing away sins. Here. Mature man. I mean, with the 5, that's the Hierophant. Hello. Told you he put us all over the world. He said he put us all over the world, all over the globe. You see all them books? I feel like he really did put us in different places in order to like talk about him in different languages, different. I feel like what I do, right? The way that I speak to you guys about God and everything, that is a form of speaking tongues. Not everybody speaks like me. But some of y'all understand what I'm saying. Other people are turned off like, I don't understand it. It's just not the way I speak and get down. And that's cool. Because if you read about in the Bible, when all of them started speaking in different tongues, there were other people from different lands that could understand the languages and stuff. In regards to speaking in tongues, I don't feel like it's necessarily the hamdela. You know what I mean? I feel like it's Spanish, it's Japanese, it's Ebonics, it's all that shit. It's French, it's all that shit. Okay? It's Swahili, it's everything. That is speaking in tongues, G. That's what this is. People all over the world need their sins washed away. Why would he just allow us to do it in English or the way I do it, or just subscribe to one prophet when there's many out there that freed a lot of people and brought them to the Father? Why would he just, you know what I mean, give one person that task? He did already, really. You know what I mean? That task was already given to one, and now it's been spread out amongst all of us, G. All of us. So shout out to my brothers and my sisters out here in Christ for sure. I love you. And I mean it. Shit, for real. Because he's so dope. You gotta be dope. He dope as fuck, G. And I don't know, like, I'm sorry to be like, you know, he just seemed like the homie, G. I can't even describe it. I can't even describe it to you. But it's like, they always show me him in like Nikes or something, like Jordans or Air Force Ones or something like that every time. Like, he a super cool dude. Like, just look at his shoes. Okay? I'm telling you. That is the sun. Put one on the Magician reverse. I'll always come back to you. Voyage to Atlantis. Hello. I heard the second coming. Yeah. Divine masculine, divine feminine, you are connected to his work. If you didn't think that you were, you are. Whatever it is you do, right, and you're in this energy, you are connected to Christ's work. You build something. You're able to build. It may not be with your hands. It could be with your mind. It could be, well, I don't know, but you built something. Something stable. He built tables. He was a carpenter, wood, foundations. Whatever you build, that's how you know that you're finishing his work or doing his work. Some of y'all are sick of going to work. He said, yeah. And you feel connected to a higher power, a higher source. You're not crazy if you're thinking like you need to go and pursue something else, or you're being led to something else. It goes back to what I was telling you, what he told me before, where people would pray. So basically this will be the equivalent of you praying, asking him or God, right? Man, I just need some direction, dude. What is it? Why do I feel so lost at a dead-end job? Boop, boop, boop. They're telling me he's told y'all what it is to leave, to separate, but you guys want, like, the end result. Like, I need to see a fish in the cup. I can't just be, right? But he's saying if you really bonded with him, you know, you trust your mama and your daddy when they tell you something, he said, for some of y'all, right? If your mom say, you can come here and come get some money, son or daughter, you know when you get there, your mama got the money. It's the same thing. She didn't have to FaceTime you the money and be like, here go the 50, Tina, so you can see I really got the money, right? She don't do all that shit. You just know your mama and daddy got you like that. He's saying, how come we don't feel like that about him? I already know why, because it's the unseen and the unknown, Convent. I'm sitting here with you. You know what I mean? I know why, but that's why he said it's so important to bond and get close to him, so you'll know. You know what I mean? It's a knowing that you're going to have. I feel like a lot of y'all have it. Yeah, they said you know the prophet. Or a prophet. You know him. He's come to you. A lot of you. Especially when you were sick. Or when someone else was sick. You prayed. He came to you. Healed you. For some of you, healed some of y'all when y'all were a baby. Some of us was born about to die. You know what I mean? Came into the world about to die, and they saved us a few times. Is what this is. That's how you should know. If you came into this world and they had to revive your ass or save you, cut you open, whatever the fuck it is that they did to a lot of us when we first got here, you should already know then. You know what I mean? That there's something. This man was born in a manger. So there's got to be something, you know what I mean? Like, that ain't normal. You know, kids come and bring life, and, you know, a lot of y'all were born with some type of issue. Coming into the world. You may have grown out of this issue, don't have it anymore, but you were born with something, G. That was your manger, they said. Something less than ideal for babies to be born in. You understand? Oh, I feel like you was a cute little baby too. Whoever you are watching, I just feel like you were adorable. Okay? I feel like you were kind of a weak baby. Not weak as in like, it could have been immune system, or just you needed extra love. You'd like to be held. It's something like that. I don't know. It's like you needed extra love and care, or TLC for where God was going to send you, which was into this cold, cold ass world full of sin. Something like that, Convent. I don't know. Somebody out here doesn't believe a dead man can wash away sins. It's not going to happen. He's going to show you something, whoever said that. Whoever's been saying that, like, I don't know if you don't believe in Jesus or whatever, and that's your choice, but it's telling me you've been sent up packing somewhere. You've had to leave something ever since you thought that or said that. You know why something's not happening is because you said something about the sun, whoever that's for, okay? I don't really want to call out signs, but that's why things are ending for you. You denounced the sun, they said. I don't know if you know that's what you did, because it ain't no swords out here. But I mean, God checks our heart, so it don't even matter what you say. Page of Cups, that would be feeling. Yeah, he knows how you feel about him and his son and his children, whoever that is. So how somebody feels about you, Convent, they may not be saying it to your face, like how he was telling me they invited me to parties and stuff, acting like they were cool, right? But they really weren't cool with me. They just wanted me to do this and all that, whatever. He checked their heart. That's how I know y'all really don't fuck with me like that. Same thing with you. Same thing with you, G. Y'all not wrong about these people. He said, the only thing the devil can never take power over is the spirit of truth, G. And you full of it. Okay? You're full of the truth. You ain't out here trying to manipulate no motherfucking body. Witchy pull nobody, get over on nobody, candle nobody. I don't even see you returning the sender nobody. Honestly, what the fuck is the point of that? If everybody got to go through the Son to get through the Father, that means whatever weapon they form got to go through the Son, through the Father in order to even hit you. And they already said no weapon formed will prosper. So that's pointless. Okay? Is what I'm telling you here. Boom. And you keep resurrecting, I'll always come back to you too. Oh my goodness. A lot of y'all are very intuitive. You don't need no tools to know shit. Or, I mean, you could use them like we use cards and things like that. But a lot of y'all they're more so for confirmation. Like, I knew it. That's what this is. I knew it. Just confirming things that I already knew. So a lot of you guys could be, that's why I said something gonna be confirmed for somebody who was blaspheming my teacher's name and shit, right? But I also feel like things are gonna be confirmed for you too, Convent, as far as intuitively. And we get that a lot, but you don't have to do anything to make this happen, okay? All you gotta do is put away childish things and negative energy and unfavorable activities and shit. And I feel like your intuition woke up. You don't have no choice but to get closer to the Father and the Son, G. When you start putting away shit like that. Voyage to Atlantis. A lot of y'all going places and you did that shit the right way. Wherever you're headed, you did it the right way. Okay? Voyage to Atlantis. It's like your dreams coming true. And you didn't have to manipulate or sell your soul. You know what I mean? You didn't have to kill nobody else, step on nobody else shit or whatever to get your sins washed away and for God to show up in your life is what this is saying. Or you don't have to. You don't have to step on nobody's toes and shit for God to show up in your life. In fact, the opposite will happen. As far as I feel like he'll show up in your life, but not the way you want him to. Whoever that is that's doing this shit. Ooh wee. Put one over here with this Page of Cups and bonding so I can upload this here. Sees Candy's lady with the buff ass arms. Yeah, putting in work. Yeah, but this is you feeling it working, G. Your bond with him, you getting closer, right? To the Most High, to the Son, right? For those, we ain't gonna get into it again, but let's just say bonding with the Father and the Son here. You can feel something working in your life is what this is. You know you hold rank, you have a title, you can feel it. 3 with the 4 is a high priestess with the emperor. I know I hold rank, especially with the. You look how he just showed up for you, G. How could you not? How could you not, Convent? They making me feel like y'all done got out of so much shit, G. It feel like crazy ass shit too. Some of y'all damn sure done got out of death situations where you either did die, came back to Lazarus effect. He brought some of y'all back to life, G. I'm picking that shit up heavy. This like CPR. Some of y'all damn near drowned. Is what this is too. Some of y'all were around some people that got killed and you the only one didn't get hit, or you did but you didn't die, some old crazy ass shit, okay? This is traveling and shit and getting stuck in foreign lands, countries, all your shit being taken away. I see water damage, flood, all types of shit. I could go on and on and on. Where you feel like you lost everything. Gee, I have nothing. They said, it's not funny, Convent, but they said like y'all, a lot of y'all been in them situations, but thank God for God, because you bonded with the Father and the Son, so you knew. That's why they called you sons and daughters of Job, G. Okay? Everything around Job got destroyed but Job, G, and then it was restored. You know that. You can feel it. It's working overtime. Is what this is. The Father and the Son have been working overtime for y'all, Convent. And they don't have to do it. It's the Father and the Son. They don't owe us anything, which lets me know that you guys have been obedient children, G. Loving, obedient children to not just him, but to others out here as well. Okay? Some prophet coming to put in work, G. This is it. I don't even know if it's the prop. 5 is the Hierophant, but this ain't my God card. So this would be a man of God, okay? I'll always come back to you. to put in that work. I feel like it go on either side, Convent. You could be on his side where he's saying, I always come back. You know I ain't never left you. I got you, right? And I feel like you feel good about that. You and your bond with the Most High, or the Father and the Son, right? For those that are not on the good side of this shit, yeah, I'd be worried about a man of God coming back to put in that work, G. Especially when he said he was coming back too, and it says, I'll always come back to you to put in that work. People could feel that shit, Convent, okay? People that are denouncing the Most High and whatever prophets he sent, even if it's you and your name, they could feel that them doing that was one of the biggest fucking mistakes they ever made in their life. And it's affecting their work. They could feel it affecting things, is what this is. They could feel something coming, G. Ooh, wee, Convent. Yeah, God is coming, they said. Okay? I just know y'all could feel some working. Some love thing working too, side note, because he did tell me that he saw his woman in the spirit. He like, nah, I already bonded with my boo. my baby. Okay, I don't know what you other women is talking about. But I know she's supposed to, remember I told you what he told me. She's supposed to carry out my work in the future. There she is right there, coming up as an emperor though, but she the high priestess. For those that saw my Mary Magdalene reading on Patreon, you know she came out as the high priestess at the end. The emperor would be him. It's like carrying on his work. They had bonded already. This is divine masculine, divine feminine energy as well, but on a whole nother fucking level, G. On a whole nother fucking level that I ain't even about to get into. It's not on no romantic shit. It's like on some like love, like on some deep ass love though, like, you know what I mean, like the work, it's the journey, the mission is what bonds you and your person, G. Whoever resonates with this. Anyway, y'all, let me go, like I said, finish flat ironing my hair. Convent, that's been whatever your spiritual message. Like I said, it may or may not have resonated with every single person. Still, thank you for visiting my channel and my Trippin' or Not Tarot. My name is Cockfrost, but you could call me the Ghetto Nun. Please hit like, subscribe, share with your friends. Again, info for private readings will be below the video. You can purchase your DU gear and your Toon In Deck at theghettonun.com, and I will talk to you later. Love you, bye.